Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Onto this like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Lord, your brothers are edified through the spirit. Yeah, I did not know this was going to happen. I looked up an airline and I heard the message. So I'm just a messenger giving a message. So it says it is almost 2025 and that means the real ID will be needed at all airports to travel. I'm going to read that again. The real ID will be needed at all airports to travel. So what does that mean? No longer your regular driver's license, your state ID is going to allow you to get into an airport in domestic flights. This should be an outrage. There should be a stink going on. There should be people that's pissed about this because this takes away the rights of the citizens. And these people are so stupid that this distraction, the new distraction right now is the FBA, Fat Joe, Lord Jamal. A couple weeks ago was Jay-Z and the rape thing. A couple weeks before that was P. Diddy, freakouts and all this. And the other was Cat Williams. But here it is, the world's changing dramatically. So let me repeat this again. If you do not have a passport or a real ID, you cannot travel within the United States of America, which is crazy. All right? Crazy. And it says, according to the Department of Homeland Security, DHA, the federal mandated travel document requirement has been seen several delays due to the C-19 pandemic, which prompted the recent extension to May 7th, 2025. This is crazy. Fucking crazy. Let me see something. So this basically is just another form of microchip. All right. A lot of you people have a lot of explaining to do. This shit is changing dramatically. You need another form of ID. All right, let me see what it says. No, let's look up. What is a real ID? Real ID Act. The Real ID Act of 2005 sets security standards for state-issued driver's license and identification cards. The Act requires that these IDs meet certain requirements. Let's see what else it says. All right, it says the applicant cannot be assured or whom lawful presence is not determined. In fact, some states currently issue non-compliant cards to undocumented individuals. So it goes back to, all this goes back to is taking away the freedom of the people. You need to walk around with certain IDs. Now you need another extension of an ID and passport just to get around your local I gotta laugh at this shit. This is some. The world's changing dramatically. 2025 is gonna be one hell of a fucking year. One hell of a year. We don't know how it's gonna go down. Don't know how everything in detail, but it's gonna be one hell of a year. Matter of fact, let me just go on this Ezekiel 21. Matter of fact, before I go there, Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. In case people don't realize, license is what? Is permission. You're given permission. All right? So if you get a license, you're getting given permission. You as a person, as an individual, should not need a license for certain things. You need a license to fish. You need a license to hunt. You need a license to drive a car. These are not God-given rights. All right? I mean, you already have God-given rights as an individual, but as soon as you allow the state or the government to control certain things, you no longer have rights, you have privileges. So there's a difference between God-given rights and privileges. So these are forms of privilege that they allow people to do. So this brilliant idea is set by the elites. Why, you may say? Simply to simplify and to watch over everybody. So keep people GPS. All right? Before, people had to walk, which is go back to slavery. They had to go and have a permission slip to get around. That's why you have the slave catchers would catch them, and they would, what's your ID? Well, you know, what papers, and the papers has to come from their masters, their owners, stating that I allow this person to do my bidding. So now, you fast forward it, people got accustomed to these things. Why? Because they kept changing it and saying, oh, you need this, you need that. So when people are used to certain things, there's no resistance. All right? It's just a slow effect. So now they amping it up. It says, woe to them that deviseth iniquity. When you go in the word device, it means plan. What is iniquity? It means sin multiply. And work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. Scripture says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So they practice, they did certain things. Now they putting things into play. So to summarize everything, you have to have your identification, your bank card, your health, all in one little mobile device. This is why I'm going to this. And this is set for under the great right hope, Nero, Donald Trump. Isaiah 32:5, it says, the vile person shall no more be called liberal, which liberal means freedom, but no, this in this case is normal. No, the churl said to be bountiful. The scoundrel, all right? Because Esau is nothing but a scoundrel. Now just look up the word scoundrel. I'm just keep forgetting. A dishonest, unscrupulous person, a rogue. So they're dishonest. Their intent is not for the embetterment of mankind. All right. It says, in the sense of withholding niggardly, churl. So this is the definitions of churl in there. So to be bountiful, for the vile person will speak venally. Oh, another thing I don't have to do a show on that. Here in New York City, they They want to pass a law starting next Monday. Go figures. New Year's 2025. A lot of what's the word I'm looking for? That was right. A lot of draconian laws is coming down the pipe. All right. A lot of draconian laws is coming down the pipe. So here in New York City, you have they've been talking about congestion. Congestion pricing right there, bam. So let me see if they put the map. This is why we say America is a sack of shit. Let me see image. So this is New York City. This is downtown Manhattan. So from 60th Street all the way down to downtown Manhattan. Now this is the district area where all the money and so forth. If you're caught driving out there, you have to pay extra money. And these people are selling it to the trying to sell it to the people, news, that this is good because it's going to help with the MTA, which is a Metro Transportation Authorization, which is the subway system, the bus system, tolls, and so forth. So they're saying that this is going to aid tolls and so forth, which might I gotta add this too, in case any of you brothers or few sisters never been to New York. In order to go to the 5 boroughs of New York, there are tolls in the city itself. To go to one fucked up city, because there's 5 cities in one. Manhattan is New York City. Then you have Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx. So from Manhattan to the Bronx, I think you have to pay. From Queens, from the Bronx, you have to pay. So they passing these fucking unreasonable laws and telling you it's for your benefit. So these are the things that they're practicing right now. All right? Being unlawful, being wicked. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Isaiah 32, going back to Isaiah 32, and I believe I was in 6, if I was rudely interrupted. It says, no, sorry. Yeah. For the vile person will speak villainy. Oh yeah. So they selling it to the people, and try to convince the people that this is good for you. Pay more. That's what they doing. They fucking selling lies. They said, in his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy, because it's not aiding the poor. Is making the poor more poor. All right? And to utter error against the Lord. Like, yeah, this is God's country. All right? The Lord is this, the Lord is that. And this is what they're doing. There's more draconian laws coming down the pipe every single moment. And to make empty the soul of the hungry, and will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail by taking away hope. The scripture tell you, woe to you, rich men, for you shall weep and howl. All right? Because what they're doing to the poor, which is us. Now, here's the point. It says the instrument also of the churl are evil. What is instrument? When you go into this word instrument, I believe it's, I know what it is, but I think it's implant. Yep. Implement. Utensils. All right. Article, vessel, implement, utensil. So that could be anything Well, now we know what that thing is. Ultimately, it's going to be that Revelation 13 and 16. With everybody's information and so forth. This is their results. Oh, terrorist attack. You can't tell the difference between an American citizen and non-American citizen. We have a device that can let us know everything. Oh, you want to get to downtown Manhattan? You want to do this? You want to do that? We have the solution. This is the instrument. This is the end all to be all. This is part of the oppressive state. It says he would devise wicked devices to destroy the poor. It's not for the benefit for no one. This is all, in fact, to destroy the very poor of us. With lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. But the liberal, which are the prophets of the Lord, deviseth liberal things. What is liberal things? The kingdom of heaven. Preaching, all right? The kingdom will come. Because we live in an oppressed state 24/7. I just mentioned this city, so I can only imagine what's happening to the other cities. All right? No matter how many times they tell us that if we hike up the prices here, it's going to be easier. It's always the same results, but just higher prices. All right? So our job as prophets is to let the people know that, look, all this shit's coming to an end. Okay? Every last one of it is coming to an end. And our deliverance is coming. All right? It says, and by liberal things shall he stand, which is the scriptures. The gospel, the good news. So, yeah, I find that very interesting. This real ID, this is major. That you can't go anywhere within the United States of America without this or your passport as identification, which ultimately is going to lead to the RFID microchip, Revelation 13 and 16, because they're going to monitor everybody in their movements. And it starts with these little things. All right. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nations. Shalom.